What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Love of the Game. Sujay and Paul over here. And today we're just going to be discussing, it's already been 2 rounds of the Euros. And now it's going to be the final round of the first stage of the group stages. So this is the third matches. It's either make or break for a few teams. And we're going to shift focus right now to the last group, which we had termed the group of death. It had France, Portugal, Germany, and Hungary. And Sujay, you didn't give Germany much of a chance, but after yesterday's result, how they...
I think I told Germany will top this group.
You didn't call Germany would top this group. You said Germany were in turmoil and all of these other things, and France had no chance.
We can check that video once again. I called for Germany topping the group. You told France will be the one, and we both concluded Portugal will be the unlucky team who will crash out because of how good the other two teams are. We discussed even how people aren't giving Germany a chance because Joachim Löw is on his last legs or whatever the reasons were. But yeah, coming to this group, this has been one of the most exciting groups, actually. It's basically, we have to give plaudits to Hungary. The way we're in even the stadium watching a football game after so many long time, 67,000 fans, drunk, topless, just dancing around, having fun. I mean, this is what football was. This is what football was missing. And that was such an exciting game to watch also, I mean, France were a bit unlucky not to score initially. Benzema missed Benzema missed a chance. Even Mbappe also, I think so. But credit to France for the team that they had. They once again came back in the equalized in the second half. But the goal that Hungary scored in the injury time of the first half, that was a fantastic goal. It just changed the entire dimension of the entire group, actually. I think Germans would have celebrated it.
It got that atmosphere up, dude. It got the atmosphere. It got the crowd pumping in Hungary, and it had them going fully vocal, and it made the match more interesting than it was. Because it was a quite boring game to watch.
No. It wasn't, for me at least, it wasn't. I really thoroughly loved the game. Hungary were really, really good. France were trying to attack. And Scholler, who I think he was wearing jersey number 20, I think so. He was one of the players, actually, who had a very good game. But overall, that was a good game. But it is not just when Hungary went 1-0 up, it was not just Hungary that actually felt alive in this group, or they felt that they had a chance. I think it was much to do with Germany, actually, wherein they got to know that, yeah, we still have a chance right now. Because there was this probability, if at all France had won this game, the final game against Portugal, they could have just chilled out. I mean, they would have, if a team that has already
they could have rested their players for the next round of 16.
They will rest their players. They will not risk injuries. They will try out some other stuff. They'll try other fringe players to give them a chance or something like that. So that will be the case. But it is not the case right now. France has to win the final game. And right now, this is one of the group that all the 4 teams can qualify right now. The math is simple. Next game will be Hungary versus Germany, yes. France versus Portugal. So right now, France versus Portugal, France actually want to win this game. They don't want to let the momentum go of actually having beaten Germany in the first game. They want that momentum with them. So what France will be looking after is a definite win. And looking after yesterday's game, Portugal, they're very much susceptible in the back.
Yeah,
they're very much susceptible in the back. And the reason why they could score the second goal was because after 63rd minute, when Germany went 4-1, they started, they substituted. They wanted to give rest to all the main players. They had a bunch of substitutions. And that is when Portugal also got a chance to actually come into the game once again.
Yeah, I think Portugal had the chance after Hummels came off, after the 4th goal when Hummels came off, because Löw was looking forward to the third game. And now with the way the dynamics of this group is, France want to top the group because that gives them an easier path to the, say, after the round of 16 into the quarterfinals and stuff like that. So, but
yes.
And the thing is,
exactly.
Germany could beat Hungary even and top the group. So it's winner takes all between Portugal and France, who's with the topping of the
We
group.
can't. No. After watching Hungary versus France, I would actually not give Germany such an easy pass as of now. I would still like to hold on to, because if the match is in Budapest, I'm sorry, I don't know where the next game is going to be played. Whether will it be in Munich or will it be in Budapest? With the same crowd, the crowd that was there yesterday, they will have a huge impact on this game. They will definitely have a huge
No,
impact.
it's in
And
Munich, man. It's in
it's in
Munich. The
Munich.
next,
Okay. So if
the
it's in Munich,
Hungary versus Germany is in Munich, and Portugal versus France is in Budapest.
it's in Budapest. Okay. So yeah, I think we can say right now, as of now, that France and Germany look the likelier teams of the two to qualify. But I still think that Portugal still do have will do definitely have a say. It is not as easy like what we are thinking as of now. Cristiano Ronaldo, he just needs a moment of brilliance out there. I mean, yesterday Bruno Fernandes had a very bad game. Most of the, I mean, Renato Sanchez, when he came on, he had much more impact than Bruno. I felt so a bit. Yeah, there is still, I mean, we still can't say Cristiano Ronaldo. He's one of the, I mean, he's one of the most. He can just change a game if at all he's in the mood, and if at all he gets proper
He's one of the
sunshine.
most charismatic people you have on a football field, and he can take one moment and he can turn it into a brilliance. But the thing is, we can't discount like how the group stages, like how the Euros are now, right? With the round of 16, with these groups, it is the top two teams will go through, as well as the best third place team is also going through. So
Yes.
if you look at, there are 6 groups, the top 2, that makes 12, you need another 4. So the 4 best third place teams are also going to qualify through. So Portugal have everything to play for. Now, group of death, it looks interesting. It's living up to its name. Now, to group of boring, like the most boring match that we had was England versus Scotland. Like, how's that group looking? Because you've had a surprise with, and I know we're missed out on Group E. I just want to focus on Group D now, because you have Czech Republic who are up there. You have England on 4, then you have Croatia, who at the beginning of the tournament we said they might be the surprise and not Czech Republic. You chose Croatia, I chose Czech Republic to finish second. So right now I'm winning the bet on Czech Republic is going to finish in the top 2, and you with your Luka Modric is not looking that great. But what's happening over there, man? Because even that looks
No,
kind of an interesting group.
it's a complete one-man show. See, the thing is, we should give the dynamics of this group. It is totally because it's a Peter Schick. It's his game. I mean, first game against Scotland, what a goal that was from the straight line. I think it will be goal of the season. And yesterday, when Renato Sanchez hit the post, but it could have been one of the contenders. But Patrick Schick, he carried the entire Czech team. See, that is the difference between Scotland. Scotland played a very good game, the entire game. They created so many chances too, but they did not have a proper number 9. Czech Republic, they had a proper number 9, could convert those chances into goals. That is the difference. That's been the difference even till now.
So how do you think this is going to finish, though? Because you have Czech versus France, versus England. Then you have Croatia versus Scotland. So it's Czech Republic on 4, England on 4, Croatia on 1 point, Scotland on 1 point. Like, do you think it's going to go to the last game to decide who's going to top the? It is going to go to the last game to decide who's going to top the group. But will there be a surprise? Could England finish 3rd, or will they finish 2nd, or will they top? Because Harry Kane hasn't been Harry Kane, and Jadon Sancho, for everything he's done at Dortmund, hasn't had a chance to play over here.
Yeah, you landed at the right point there. See, the reason why this group is still boring and there is something going on here is because Gareth Southgate's tactics, especially against Scotland. He did not wanted to lose that game. That was his tactic completely. Raheem Sterling, I still don't know why people. I still don't understand why Southgate is actually persisting with him. He knew that towards the back end of Man City season also, he was not having a good season. Yeah. That is why Riyad Mahrez and Foden took over for him.
Okay. But do you think there was too much reliance on Foden?
He's got Rashford on the bench. He's got Sancho on the bench.
Yeah.
Even he can try Greenwood also.
But
I
why
don't
haven't they
understand.
no, Greenwood's not playing, but why haven't they put out Henderson or someone? Like, do you think there's too much youth in the midfield without experience?
I think yes, exactly. I think England are basically missing that captain figure. Harry Kane, I don't know what was the reason. I think we exactly know what is the reason why Harry Kane got the captaincy armband. But no, if there is a captain that is needed in that English team, they have already got one person in the name of Jordan Henderson. We know how Liverpool suffer if at all he's not playing. See, Jordan Henderson, he should be the captain of the team. He should actually be on the center of the park there with Kevin Phillips, not Declan Rice.
No,
Okay.
even
Yeah.
with Declan Rice, I have no problem with Declan Rice. It's just that I think there's you're putting too much emphasis on Grealish and Foden, and for them to do a lot of things. Like with Declan Rice, he's there to protect the defense.
He's there
Same
to
thing with
protect the
Calvin
defense
Phillips, they're
when
there to
when
protect
you
the defense.
already have such a negative tactics going on with you, when you are not attacking, okay, when you already are like using one of the most conservative playing the margins game.
Yeah.
Why do you need that much of support? You have some creativity up front. Why are you having? I mean, if at all you look
It
into the
also
England team,
could
you know,
be he has about 5 or 6 right backs. Yeah.
no, right. See, right backs. There is no. He has got only 3 right backs right
No,
now.
but the thing is, it just seems like he's like Southgate. Like with
I
the
do get no.
Scotland
I
game, it was kind of negative. The
he
approach was
okay.
negative. It wasn't that they wanted to go out and win. And even the first game, I think they got lucky with that one goal.
Yes.
The pass was great, and Sterling scored. And the thing is, Sterling is good, but Sterling needs someone who's going to create. Sterling can't create for himself. That's what he has at City. And the thing is, with like say even a Foden, again he flourished because there was a De Bruyne, there was a Gundogan, or there was a Riyad Mahrez around him.
There's always a playmaker around
And
them.
also they had like what's his name? Not Ruby. Wait, I'm forgetting the guy in the midfield for
City?
City. Huh?
The City are we talking about?
City.
Bernardo Silva.
Bernardo
Silva.
Silva, and also there's one more guy, one Spanish guy.
CDM?
CDM.
Spanish guy. Rodri.
Yeah,
Rodri.
Rodri, and because he's there to like
Rodri and
buff.
Fernandinho. They're proper distributors of the ball there. Yes, exactly.
And I think that's where England are missing out on the experience of Henderson, because Henderson is Mr. Swiss Army knife. Yeah, he can fit anywhere. He's like a younger version of James Milner.
The thing is, with Henderson, the way he channelizes the team, the way wherein he takes responsibility for everyone's proper positioning, being getting into the shape properly when they don't have the position. So he's more like a captain figure there. I think that is what England is missing there, or it is basically the tactics of Southgate. Southgate needs a marshal on the field. I mean, like not marshal. I mean, like a general on the field. Henderson can be that guy if they decide to
Henderson is a
have
general, man. Henderson is a general for
but,
Liverpool, so
yeah,
he's a
but
general
also
anywhere he
but it
goes.
is no exactly. So, but this is also the fact that Henderson was injured prior to the build up to this Euros. Also, that might also be a biggest mitigating factor for Karen Southgate to directly use Henderson in the middle of the park there. So, yeah, once again,
It's
England.
going to be an interesting finish, this group.
Yes, the thing is, right now Southgate needs to be a bit more brave in choosing his attackers. At least, I think the time as Harry Kane is a bit burnt out. There is no wrong in trying out Rashford as the striker, or even
And on
trying with
Sancho, let's
Jadon
see what
Sancho.
Sancho can do, man. There's so much hype about him. Let's see what he
Sancho's
can
the
do.
forward. See, the thing is that Jadon Sancho's hype, his agent will be very, very much happy if at all he gets the chance. But if Southgate doesn't win the next game, or if they crash out of the Euros, he will be literally. I mean, like, you know how England public is. His entire career will be over after this.
No,
So,
let's see, man. But I think Southgate needs to man up and put his best team over there and stop playing the differential. Now, Sujay,
yes.
quickly segueing to the group that we kind of messed up in our prediction, Group E, with Sweden, Slovakia, Spain, and Poland.
Yes.
The two teams that we said are going to be topping the group are languishing in the bottom. And the two teams that we didn't even give any consideration to are Sweden's leading Slovakia second. Spain is with 2 points. Poland is with 1 point. And going into the last round of fixtures, you have Sweden playing Poland and Slovakia playing Spain. How did we get this wrong?
I don't know. I think the first game, Slovakia versus Poland. I mean, Marat Hamsik, Kuko Kuchka. They hadn't. I mean, Slovakia played the game. I mean, they were waiting for the Euros to start. They had one of the best games in the first round ever, to be honestly frank. Till that France versus Germany game, that was the best game that I had seen. Poland versus Slovakia. The way wherein they were fighting as a unit. And the way wherein they had quarantined Lewandowski, and they were perfect. Yeah, they were just, I mean, like perfect. They deserved to win that game. They deserved that comeback goal again. Once again, after Poland equalized, they deserved that comeback goal. It was a perfect win for Slovakia. Then the second game, Sweden, one chance for Swaji, and he scored the goal. So yeah, right now I think from this group, I think Sweden will qualify. Sweden will just park the bus, and Poland, they have been struggling a lot in this Euros. It is not their, I mean, like it is not their season or summer or whatever we can say right now. Spain, I see them beating Slovakia. I still think Spain has got a very good team. They were unlucky, we can say. They did not qualify yesterday. So, sorry, they did not win the game against Poland yesterday. I would still say Spain has a better chance of going through this group with Sweden.
Okay. So let's see what happens. Anyway, the last round of games are going to be starting in a couple of hours. Now, let's look at, like, I think Group A, B, and C are kind of set in stone, like who's going to finish top and second, first and second. I think it's set in stone, right? Like Italy.
It's almost like set.
Yeah, you need to eat your words about Italy, man. You got Italian prediction was wrong. You said Italians are going to be boring.
You were a part of that, all the recordings. Okay, how are you telling that I got the Italian prediction wrong?
No, not about the prediction. You said they're going to be boring. You said they'll score 1 goal, park the bus. Italy on the other hand,
that is not no. It is not a prediction. See, that I was surprised. I was surprised to see Italy score 3 goals. Is what I said.
No.
This will be boring.
You said they would be boring because they had no life. And the guy, if you guys want to check out if Sujay said this or not, the link's up here on our video for prediction for Group A, and we put that video out before Group A started.
I said Italy, not just me. Any person who has been watching international football, following for the most part of 20-25 years, they will say Italy always plays quantitative football. They play only to the extent what is necessary to win a game. 1-0, 2-0, maximum, done. But this guy, Roberto Mancini, I think is still in that phase wherein he was a manager in Man City. Yeah, credit to them. They have been one of this. I mean, it's fun to watch Italy play, to be honestly frank with you.
So that's the thing. So Italy going through, you think Wales will finish second, or will there be a surprise with Switzerland versus Turkey?
I think Spain and Italy, Wales and Italy will play out a draw between them. And Switzerland versus Turkey, they'll be like hoping for, Switzerland would like to win this game and finish in the third position to give them a chance to qualify to the next round.
Okay, so that's that. Group B, I think we were on point on this.
Yes. One of the favorites,
Belgium, Russia, Finland. Belgium with 6, Russia with
Finland
3.
Is a surprise package, but Denmark with what happened, Denmark have been very, very unlucky. So we should, I mean, after the Christian Eriksen incident, it was a shock for them. It was really unnecessary. We thought so. Why the players had been asked to come and play the game once again. But yeah, that was during at that exact moment. Yeah, every one of us were emotional. But there was a tournament going on, and the officials had to take up a call. And I think they took I mean, like that was I would not say it was a good call, but I would say it was something somehow they managed the situation.
No, sometimes humanity needs to come out. Yeah, humanity needs to take center stage, and more than a game. It's like how LeBron keeps saying more than an athlete, and that's what it should have been in that game, because And the thing is, all our prayers to Christian Eriksen and his family, and he's been able to recover. But we only get to understand the full extent of it after the Euros and everything, what's going to happen with his playing career going forward. It was an unfortunate event. It also shows how this is more than a game. So yeah, so
Yes,
let's see
this
what
is
happens
definitely.
with that group. It's in, and the thing is with Belgium, I think Belgium will go all out in their last game because they're still trying to get Eden Hazard and Kevin De Bruyne back into fitness, get them more match time, so they will play a strong lineup because they've got a strong team. They can play two teams, A and B team, and they'll still be finishing high up, and they've played well. So let's see how that grows. Let's finish up all of this with Group C. I think this is kind of
It's a done group.
it's a done group, but it's going to
Netherlands,
decide who's going to be finishing second and third. That's going to be interesting.
I would still pick Ukraine over Austria. I think Ukraine have a better bet. But see, the thing is that with Austria, they are heavily reliant upon David Alaba. And they were very lucky to get out of get 3 points against North Macedonia in the first game itself. After Goran Pandey's equalizer, Austria really struggled to get the second one, and in the dying minutes, Natovic got the third one. But I see actually Ukraine getting out of this group. It's once again, it will be a head-on head. I think winner takes all is the proper line to use for this match. But who do you pick, Paul? Because I remember we were having a talk about this
I had Ukraine, man. I had Ukraine.
You had Ukraine? No, you had Austria, buddy.
I had
you had
Ukraine.
Austria. I had Ukraine. I remember telling this. I told you just because you have picked Austria, I'm going to go with Ukraine, and I'm sticking to my.
No, but the thing is, with the next game, Arnautovic is back after his 1-game suspension.
Okay.
So he didn't play the Netherlands game. So he's back. So it's going to, the thing is, no matter what happens with Ukraine or Austria, whoever wins and whoever comes loses also, they have a chance of qualifying as the third best placed team. So that's one thing that all of us need to, I think it's forgotten, is it's not just the top 2 teams who are qualifying. There are 4 third place teams. The best third finishing teams are going to also qualify for the round of 16. So it's a new format, and let's see what happens. Anyways, guys, keep following Love of the Game. Follow us with what we're doing over here. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, leave a like on the video. We're coming out with videos every week. There's new videos coming out. Make sure you hit the subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and keep following the Euros and keep following us. Take care, guys.